Hello guys and welcome to our channel. My name is Mads.
And my name is Chris, and today we're gonna show you how we updated our hallway. So you guys, let's start by looking at some pictures of the hallway as we bought the house back in 2019. As you can see, it's a lot of dark wood, which is, it looks good, but not really our taste, and it's everywhere. So it was time for an update. Here we also see the popcorn wallpaper on the walls that we started to take, of course, down. A little tip for getting those actually away is just take a bucket of hot water and either fill it with some, how do you call it? Is it wallpaper remover, wallpaper striper, something like that. It's really important that you have warm water because as you can see here on the video, it's really easy if the water is warm enough. You just brush the texture that we mixed in the bucket on the wall, wait 5 to maximum 10 minutes, and as you can see, it's really easy to get off. I mean, this is so satisfying. I loved it.
Wallpaper down.
What we did next was prepping our walls before painting them, which means we just got some filler for repairing holes, etc. Also, we whitewashed all our walls, which they recommend before you're using some lime wash. We tried it before on the, let's call it bare wall. It was not looking that good, so we just took some white paint, diluted it with water, and used that as our primer.
Okay, so I have moved down to our gym in the basement because here I have a wall where I could test the lime wash paint without causing too much not damage or making any walls look weird. Because the thing is, if I decide I don't like the color down here, I'm gonna test out 2 different colors, these two. I can paint it over with white. We anyway have some patches here, you can probably not see it, but on the wall where the white has been painted over several times and it doesn't really meet each other and blend in. So if I decide to paint over these 2 colors where I'm testing, it's not going to make a big difference anyway to the wall how it is existingly. So I want to try these 2 colors. So you can see the top one here is a bit more colder and the lower one is a bit more warm. I can link the names down in the description, but it's from this brand called Bauwerk. It's a German brand. And the 2 colors, the top one here, which is a bit more bluish, is called Paperbark, and the other one is called Eggshell. Already now, I think I'm favoring towards the Eggshell. I have to say it looks a bit more warmer. It's the style direction I think we're going for. I can put up some mood boards so you can see the style that we're going for. It's this rustic Italian walls, maybe more Mediterranean, but that's the style anyway we're going for. So I'm gonna test it here on this patch of the wall and let's see how it looks. So I have seen a couple of videos. I've not done this before on YouTube, but what they say is that it's always a bit darker when you paint it on and you have to wait some hours before it's dry, but you get the final results. So I'm gonna paint it on today and then check it tomorrow and show you how the results look like. So I think I will go first with the favorite color. This is the bit warmer tone and see how that looks. So you have to shake it up really good, it says in the description, before you're applying it to make sure that all the pigments are fully dissolved. I ordered the paint online on their website, Bauwerk, and then they ship it to you. And when you get the paint, it has to be shaken a little bit before you can apply it. I already shaked it a little bit before, and I'm just doing it a little bit again, just to make sure it's fully dissolved. So yeah, I couldn't get the lid off. I realized it's a little bit of plastic here. You have to obviously remove that, and then you're good to go. Let me just try to put it in. More plastic. This is not coming off. Okay, there's a lot of plastic on here. here, guys. I have to remove all of it, otherwise it doesn't open. Yeah, that should do the trick. So I don't want to put the whole bucket in because I might be just testing this area here. These are sample sizes that we ordered. We didn't know exactly which color that we wanted. Online they have a lot of different color selections you can choose from. We decided to order 2 samples, and those we're going to test here on the wall. And if we like it, we will order in bigger bulks that we have for the full projects that we want to do. But I think here's 250 milliliter. Yeah, I don't know if that can stretch enough for like a full wall, but if you have like a little project in an area with a little knock or something like that, you could probably get away with that. You might need to apply 2 layers. I will test now with 1 layer, see how it looks tomorrow, and then have an area where I also apply a second layer and then compare what result I like the best. But I'm gonna try not to use all the product, so this will probably do for now. Here, big mess. Okay, let's see. This is the eggshell. It's actually very interesting, the texture. So you're supposed to do these crosses here, that you have the different textures coming through. So I will make 1 patch here, then another one down here. Then I can have one where I apply 1 layer and another one where I apply a second layer. Then it's easier to compare afterwards for which result we would like to go forward with. This will anyway be painted over with white. I don't want to have this in here in this room. But as I mentioned already, it's a room where I can afford to be a little bit messy. If I paint it over with white, I don't have to be painted over with white, because anyway the white paint on the wall are not really fully matching anyway. We did paint in here over several times, and in between you can see where the paint is all that, and we should probably have done the whole room, but we were like, it's a gym, it's the basement, it's fine, we don't want to paint the whole thing again. Okay, interesting. If you look here, it already looks like the center is a bit dried up. And doesn't really look like it creates different texture tones, I have to say. So I will be very interested in seeing when it's drying up how it's gonna look like. Okay, I'm gonna wash this tray up and then I'm gonna try with the second color of paint and apply it here. Okay, so onto the paper bark color. Christopher told me now maybe we didn't stir it, it's not enough to just shake it. So I'm just gonna give it a stir also, just to make sure it's properly. I have to say, it doesn't really feel like there's any lumps or anything, it feels really liquid, all of it. So this looks actually less pigmented, to be honest. I always see different textures when I'm working with this color, which is interesting. And then again, second area for this color. We'll also apply 2 layers once it's dried up. Do that here. So I think the top layers will be for the 1 layer and the lower one will be for the 2 layer. So this is how it looks now. This one has already dried out a bit more. It's literally just been like 2 minutes since I painted it, but it's drying up. It's gonna be interesting. Just wait and see.
You guys, I'm so excited. I love the eggshell. So we went with that color and ordered, I think it was 2 buckets, the big ones, and started painting all of our walls. The ceiling, it looks just gorgeous. I'm so in love with it. And the light difference already, just with that fresh coat of paint, it's amazing. It was definitely the right choice. Also, what you can see here is we took down the old lists, polished them down and gave them also a fresh coat of paint. As some of you maybe have noticed, we also painted our staircase. It was actually a really long process with polishing everything down, giving it a dark chocolate brown bites color and sealed all that on top. If you're interested, we can talk about that when we're doing the video from our downstairs entry renovation, upgrade, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's that. You guys, let's talk about our obsession with flea markets and antique markets. So basically, whenever we go somewhere and we see things we could like, things we could integrate in the house, there's no way of not buying them right away, because you might never get these pieces again or see them somewhere. So here we are right now in our dining room, where we displayed some of the things for you that we're gonna use in our little decor in the hallway. I'm definitely in love with these pots. I mean, we bought them in Italy and look at them. They have a great patina from being outside stored. There's no way we could say no to that. Let's start by putting in the table that Mess built. We tried to find something like that for a really long time, but we couldn't find anything online or in shops, so Mess decided to build this sideboard just himself. If you're interested in how he did it, just give us a thumbs up and we maybe make a little video about that. So let's start decorating. You guys, I'm obsessed with old books. They give so much color, they add so much texture to the room. So whenever you're at a flea market or at an antique store, get some of those books. You can do so much with them. And I can promise you, you're gonna see more of that in follow-up videos. I'm not really the best with watering plants or thinking about doing that, so for the most of our decorations we're using dry flowers or garden cuttings. For that we just go mostly in autumn out in our garden, cut some olive branches, cut some lavender, some grass, let it dry, and then I can use it all year round. So that's actually a really smart tip and you can save a lot of money. I guess a common problem that's not just in our house is cables and outlets. I hate them. So here we see, or we don't really see, our internet modem. We really don't like the look of it, so we try to hide that. And since we can't relocate it in the house, yeah, we just put a big vase we bought in front of it and take some garden cuttings, in that case some pampas grass I think it is, correct me if I'm wrong, and just try to make the best out of it. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. If you liked it, subscribe and give us a thumbs up. We're soon back with more. So, see you guys.